here we are with the next week of Spooktacular, and this week it is Cobweb. That's right. This was my idea, where I got the Cobwebs idea from, and that's why I got these colors in my hands. I'm thinking of doing these two together in some way on the base for one hand, and of course, as if you know me, I'm going to do one with the other, switching it with the red being not the base, and then vice versa. So that's what we're going to be doing with these colors, and it happens to just be all Berry M polishes. Yes, that's right. And don't forget to come back next week for the next video, as last week and this week's nails do have an indication of what my costume for Halloween is going to be, what it's going to be around, the idea. So if you think you know what it is, as I get my Cobweb nails done, then please do say down in the comments below. But you're here for the Cobweb nails, so let's get to it. Put on that nice juicy first color, that more of a purpley, and then this more of a red. And as you can see, I am taking the red, putting on top of that purpley kind of ish color. You know, that one. Yes, I am. I'm layering them. And now I'm taking the dark one and putting it on top of the red. And here is the gray that I am doing on my other hand and doing it for my thumb. Now I'm doing a third coat. And now I'm putting the dark one back on the one that started with the dark of the red, maroon, or whatever you want to call this color here. And of course, now I am going back to that tomato of a red on top. It definitely seems to make a difference. And here we are again with the, you know, silvery gray. There we go, gray. And that's what I'm going to use to do the cobwebs for these nails. Yep, this is the gray cobwebs. That might look like a V, but it will look like a cobweb in just a few minutes. All we gotta do here is get these nice lines. Did one swoop of the brush down the middle on an angle, and then I did two more on each side. Made it like a W, and then I'm doing curves inward. These don't have to be perfect. Cobwebs aren't like perfect. There's always gonna be slight differences. So if it's not perfect, that's okay. And of course, I'm taking the reds and gonna layer them a little bit on each other, and I'm doing a red cobweb. So that's what I'm doing. I am inverting the colors from the gray being the cobweb, now the red and everything. And yep, I just added a little bit more on top of the lines. As it kind of looks like chicken legs until I start putting the middle parts in, where it makes it more of a cobweb here. Really looks like I'm taking that tomato juice or like, you know, ketchup and using it as nail polish. But it is nail polish. Sheer nail polish, but it is nail polish. Now that I've finished them all looking nice, put a nice thick, glossy top coat on all these bad boys of it all. And of course, we can't leave out the gray nail. Nope. There they are. Ooh, my nails with all the cobwebs of it all are finished, quite like them. Of course, the red one with the red background is more my favorite, but this is pretty interesting too, doing the opposite. And even though these are sheer, it did do it different and made the cobwebs a different color, even though I did use the light red and the more darker, not so red color that was still in the red tones, and did them on top of each other to make these cobwebs. But that is them. Do come back next week for my costume reveal. If you did miss last week's video, that is last week's video that I did. Yes, I did that video. Enjoyed making those Beetlejuice nails of it all. That was last week's, but come back for next week's, as that's the reveal. No, I'm not going to say what it is, but next week we'll tell you what it is. Well, till next week and all the spooktacular of it all. Till next time, sparkle, sparkle, bye!